Men versus women competing in any competitive capacity is a bad idea. If you're doing it for fun and games or charity, then of course it's okay. But if you're actually competing for money, medals, and trophies, it's a terrible idea. And that should not be a point of contention. It's simple biology. And this is the point of me bringing you this video today. 3 plus 3 equals 6, yes. But 5 plus 1 and 4 plus 2 also equals 6. Can you understand that simple concept? If you do, then it shouldn't be a hard thing to grasp and comprehend why it is the way it is. We are not the same, we are different. And those differences should be applauded. Don't let anyone trick you into thinking that for some reason we're supposed to be considered the same, because we are not. Let's roll the footage.
You need to be paid because you command the same respect. The game is just as good.
And then they motion. The guy ran at 50 yards. Get him.
In both of these cases, the women got knocked over.
Men always say how women's soccer sucks. Then come to the field and try with us.
So this woman with the tough looking face has an offer for men to come try out with the women in soccer. Obviously, she has been deluded into thinking it's gonna go their way. Let's see. Doesn't look that way to me. All these defenders against him, he still scored. Are we seeing a pattern or not yet?
In the starter's hands. So let's see Arthur Power. He got away as you'd expect. He's going to gobble up the lead early. It's a ball. Riley Day, Usain's off.
United States though. America in front. Jamaica in third or maybe even second place now.
And the back straight from the US team. Fantastic to see her back at this did. It's the Polish quartet. And Melko here running on the second.
This is one guy versus a bunch of women. Let's see what happens.
Leg for the Polish quartet. He's put down, and in fourth place is Zoe Clark for Great Britain. So Amelka comes over to the chain.
Look at the lead he created for himself. This is the closest person to him. Everybody else, look. You can't even see the rest of them. They're off screen.
Changeover. We'll have two Polish women now on the last two legs.
To be crowned.
He handed it over to a female teammate. Let's see if she can keep that kind of lead now going up against men. These are all men waiting on the batons. Because don't forget, it was a man that handed off to her. All the other runners were female.
Mighty Ursutic. And it's Michael Cherry storming round that bend, trying to close the gap to Vox. And look at the speed with which Cherry takes the Polish woman.
Yo, he passed her like he was the road runner.
And she's being reeled in here to get caught here, but can she hang on for a medal?
Blew past
The
her.
gold is going to go to Michael Cherry, and the Alison Felix moves
Look
to
at the
12
lead.
world titles. Really close on the line.
The other guys also passed her.
First of all, have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather is about this tall, okay? And she would ragdoll him as soon as she put her hands on him.
Now, obviously, he's only saying that because this is his fighter. Still, it's a pretty stupid thing to say. Because it's not based in reality, it's not based in facts. And Colin's going to put him on the spot right here, right now.
Rousey, who would ragdoll Floyd Mayweather.
was destroyed by a 5'7.5", 134-pound woman this weekend. Serena Williams is not beating a single man. There's not a guy in the country in the ATP Top 100 that's not beating Serena soundly.
Let's start with the elephant in the room.
That's right.
Why was it necessary?
I think you're referring to the fact that I said she'd be about 700 in the world?
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think, Charlie? You're a tennis guy. You like to play tennis. I see you on the tennis court.
Right.
What do you think that Serena Williams would be ranked if she played in the men's
I have
game?
no idea.
Well, if
These three right here are part of the problem. When you have women, okay, understand for Charlie Rose, he's an old man. All right, whatever. When you have actual women saying that a woman in a sport can beat a man in that same sport, not an amateur, but a man at his peak in that same sport, these people hate women. These are the misogynists. Either that or they're completely delusional and do not belong on television. It's one of the two.
If you had a guess.
Well, she seemed pretty strong to me. I mean,
Very strong. The
but
greatest female player ever.
Okay, nobody can prove this. Here's what.
Would you like to apologize?
No. But
Apologize
the
for
offer
what?
is this. Why don't you combine, just solve the problem? I'm sure the
And
men
she's
would be all
upset.
for this.
And
The men and women play
Oh.
together. And then we don't have to guess.
Oh my God, could be nearer 20.
We don't have to guess.
Si agita per il rumore appena sentito.
That's how it's gonna go. He can't even return the serve.
15. 14. That's good, because it's got the tape. It counts.
Look how flustered the women are.
That's the way to finish it off.
This guy look like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I'll bet.
You know how hard his serve's gonna be? What?
50.
Just look at the reaction time.
That's the one I'm waiting for.
That one looks like it was out. Again, she can't even get it back over the net. Hard serves. And I'm pretty sure this woman in the yellow top would perform good against women, but that's not what we're seeing. We're going against men. Let's return that serve though.
Away if you just cross willy-nilly.
Not even fast enough to get to it.
30.
How is that fair? Is that equality? That's not equality.
Considered 3-2. See down at this end is a lob. There's that one down there. It shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't be that way. What other way is it going to go?
No, I knew that was coming. It's a flop.
Actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about
Pay attention to what she's saying.
And men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
So you had the women with Charlie Rose saying, oh, Serena is going to beat these guys and she's the best in the world. Here you have Serena saying, no, I would lose. She knows and she's saying it. I guess the feminazis missed this part.
Completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis. And I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna. I'm not.
Now, who she's talking about is Billie Jean King. The match that she had, allegedly, the guy who was the proponent of having the match in the first place, he beat the first woman that he went up against. He was like 55 years old. Long retired, out of the sport. Apparently he was doing it for money. The second match that he had against Billie Jean King allegedly was rigged. He did the rigging and lost so he could pay off his gambling debts. So that match is actually in question.
I'm gonna let you kill me.
The enemy doesn't care. Gender you are. 21, come out here.
Number 16 stuff.
Number 16, step forward. Go and glove up.
So she actually thinks that she can beat this guy.
Number 16, Nathaniel.
Brace up. Fight!
DS's instructions. Fights to win.
Look at all those shots to the face.
That's what you do, you fight. Brace up.
Look at her mouth.
Go, keep fighting until I say stop.
And she's just flailing all over the place. Look, these blows. Stop! That does not look like equality to me. If that is equality, then it looks like it hurts too bad. I wouldn't want to be the woman on the receiving end of that. I'm sorry. No thank you. That's the point of this video. And I hope the point was driven home. I hope it was driven home. And if it wasn't, watch it again. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share the video with everyone you know. This topic is no longer open for discussion. It's dead in the water. I'm out. Peace.